Hello everyone, welcome back to Spice Channel TV. Thank you for always coming out here. If you're joining us for the first time, please kindly subscribe and don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Thank you. My country people, there is fire on the mountain. This ADC is already facing little issues. Now, about 3 aggrieved members of the African Democratic Congress approached the Federal High Court in Abuja, asking the court to sack Senator David Mark-led interim leadership. Now, according to them, they challenged the membership of Senator David Mark and others who were appointed as the interim leaders of the party. Now, they prayed to the court, among other things. They also noted that these particular persons should not be handed over the party's leadership structure. That they shouldn't be handed over the party's leadership structure. Let's not forget that Ralph Nwosu and other persons stepped down for the likes of Senator David Mark and Ralph Arigbesola, who is the interim national secretary of the ADC. And also we have David Mark, who was recently appointed as the interim national chairman of the party. This Nwosu stepped down for these guys respectively, and even on a recent interview, Nwosu noted that he did so willingly. He wasn't forced, neither was he persuaded to do such a thing. So why is it that issues are now coming up? Issues are now coming up. They are saying, well, for this particular coalition, they are not going to allow P2B and El-Rufai and Atiku Abubakar to have rest. They are not going to allow them to drink water and drop cup ahead of 2027. So my country people, what are your thoughts on this? At this point, if these guys are given the opportunity, they may want to crush this ADC. They may want to crush this ADC. But I really hope that the members of the ADC will stand firm and protect their political party. So my country people, what are your thoughts on this? I know this ADC is already giving the APC politicians a lot of headache. That's why they are bringing up these issues, so that they can cause disunity amongst the members of this coalition, so that they can cause disunity. They want to sow a seed of discord in this ADC. It has already started. This is just the beginning of it.
That a lot has happened within the last couple of days, particularly as it has to do with what our party is able to achieve, the things that we're able to put together. Taking over structures is a gradual thing, but certainly a lot of it is evident. People are moving into the party in troops. As you're all aware, there are clear indications of that as well. We had to host our website on 3 different occasions within the last 1 week because it was crashing as a result of influx of people wanting to register online as members of the party.
I want you to speak specifically. Did you have to make a major compromise really to accommodate these people? So speak to their personalities. Mr. El-Rufai, Mr. Rotimi Amechi was part of the previous government. Mr. Atiku Abubakar, part of the PDP government, 16 years, which the APC says brought Nigeria to where it is right now. I want you to speak to those personalities and the debate about really why is the ADC going down this route with these people?
Yeah, so you see, a political party is an all-comers affair. You cannot categorize people clearly who have no criminal records, because the constitution requirement is that people who have been convicted by a competent court of law are forbidden from coming into political parties to contest elections, or people who are underage or are not Nigerians. Political parties are generally not created in a way that they should exclude people from becoming members of the party. But it doesn't mean that everybody comes in and at the end of the day they are able to achieve whatever ambitions they are coming with. What we are looking at now is how to build a party that will be the face of the opposition movement in Nigeria. Is going to take some time. It's going to take a lot of efforts. But what alternative do you have? It's better to build a party with people who believe in the fact that there should be a credible opposition in Nigeria than to allow the country drift to become a one-party state.
So are you saying,
this is where we are.
Dr. Mani, are you
like
saying,
earlier,
pardon me, Dr. Mani,
irrespective of what...
Pardon me, Dr. Mani, are you saying that they are all born again in your eyes now?
Yeah, okay, so some of them are Muslims. I don't see how they can be born again in that sense. I don't know what crimes you have convicted them of that you are now asking them to atone for. In politics, you try to create your own narrative and make your own standpoint clear and be able to sell it to the people. And at any particular time, you look at the situation and you act on that. And that is why political situations are dynamic and people have to be pragmatic in their approach. So as the tune changes, of course, the dancing style should also change.
Part of the interview with former governor and presidential candidate Peter Obi yesterday on our sister program, Sunday Politics, and some of the highlights of what he said. First, for a number of people, is that he's hoping to run in the 2027 elections as a presidential candidate, hoping to do a single year, a single term of 4 years. How correctly would you say he's reading the situation in the country?
Well, I would think if he could take the trouble to go and join a coalition, he's responding to the general perception that things are bad, that they will want to change the government, and so that's the reason why all of them came together. But in that coming together, there are several things on the table, and I believe I've commented on this more than once before, namely, for the coalition or opposition leaders to know what they are up against. They are dealing with a man and a party that knows how to achieve results, sometimes modify or bend the rules, and strategically knock out everybody. So he's reading it correctly, but where I am a little concerned is that if you're forming a coalition to remove this government, that coalition needs to come out with something people can measure. The coalition will need to come out with a candidate, with a vice presidential candidate, and then programs. So if all members, and it's very good that Peter Obi has come out to state his own leanings in this regard. But imagine that another candidate also, potential candidate also gets up to say, I'm contesting. A third one comes up, a fourth one comes up. It will clearly indicate that there's no coalition. So whereas Peter Obi's statements are reassuring because he's spoken of 4-year term, and he's correct in saying that he can be trusted. He has that record and reputation. And if he's the one to run for the coalition, I think the APC should be justifiably concerned. But my issue here is quite simple. That statement should come or should have come from the coalition itself.